I think I can say most of us played an MMO as a kid. Whether it was Club Penguin, Animal Jam, Vantage, or Wizard 101, we were playing it. And yes, I know Wizard 101 is an MMORPG. I had an obsession with MMOs as a kid, signing up for anyone I could find. My all-time gem being Pet Pet Park. Also, shouts out Caitlin with a C for her video on Herotopia. Y'all should definitely go watch that. But my favorites are something for another video. This is about one of the oddest MMOs for kids. Not odd as in weird, just odd, off. It might just be me thinking about it like that now after playing it again. If you grew up in the late 90s to early 2000s, there's a chance you've heard of Jumpstart, an educational video game series intended for children, where you'd be learning reading, writing, science, and math. They had them for almost every grade. Like literally, there's a bunch of these. I'm pretty sure Vinesauce even did a video on them. But this is about the Jumpstart MMO, Jumpstart 3D, now titled World of Jumpstart. It's literally just a really bad children's MMO with educational stuff tossed in. But I think I loved playing this for some reason. I'm not really sure. It's all really just a blur. All clips are from my stream on Twitch, link in description. I was just reminiscing on the past of the MMOs I had played until I thought of one. I could barely remember it, but I was gonna find it. And then it came to me. Something told me. I don't know if it was the universe or what. Jumpstart popped into my head. So immediately I searched it. And lo and behold, there it is. The site was still active, very active. I decided to try and log in. You know, when I was little, I had it very easy to log in, so obviously I remember it. And I put in my parents' email. And what do you know? It actually lets me in. So that means Jumpstart, or World of Jumpstart, is still active. Like, very active. And I was very curious. Very curious. So I decided to download the game and play it. When I first opened the game and logged in, it wanted me to recreate my character. That's odd, but not that odd in the grand scheme of things. I haven't played it in a while, so I did. Let me say, the fact that the servers are still up and running is a mystery to me. Like, no kids today would even know what Jumpstart is, so the only people who could be playing are adults who wanted to just check it out again. I didn't go in with very high expectations. I more so had none at all. But it was dead. Very dead. No life in sight. Only NPCs. It took about 40 minutes of playing before I found another player. It was interesting to see everything again, slight nostalgia running through my veins, combined with a bit of mystery and intrigue, as I can barely remember much of the game. Like I said, it's a bit of a blur. I went to each of the areas that exist in the world. I hatched the pet I never hatched, bathed it. I played mathematics basketball, which was actually pretty enjoyable. It was very easy, as you would think, but it was kind of fun. Next, I went into the cinema and watched Bing and Bong's Adventures 1, which was so weird, by the way. A Apparently, they went to another planet and attempted to communicate with them to achieve peace. They did this by mimicking the gestures of the foreign creatures. Honestly, one of the weirdest things I've seen, but it was funny to look at. I slid into dirty ass water. Who knows what pathogens lurk in there? And I'm doing my best to describe the events of my exploration to you as articulately as possible, but I got very bored with the game as time went on. Futureland was next on my list, as I remembered this area a bit. I helped the scientists save the world by traveling back to ancient times and completing a speedrun that, may I say, was not any trouble at all. Almost everything was locked behind a paywall, which is so annoying, and why they would even still have this implemented befuddles me, because the return on investment for keeping the servers up to active players cannot be viable. They must be losing money, surely. Next I went to Windy Hollows, which is just a pretty bad ripoff of the streets in Wizard 101. I checked out how much the wands would be, as they were all behind a paywall. None of them were free to non-members. But there were 2 real players, and one of them showed us all the hidden items to find. This was about the point where the excitement left my body. Just paywall, paywall, paywall after paywall. Marineland was really dead, not gonna lie. What was interesting and really piqued my interest is that all the high scores in the minigames are from 2015 or later. So that means that they actually have active users that have come back over the years. I wonder who these people are, and if they're using the same accounts they always used. I tried Adventureland, saw Frankie, and this fat panda named Pierre was talking the whole time. This was really it for the game. Not much else to do. That brings us to the end. It's not as fun as I remember, but that could also be in combination with the changes they've made over the years and the lack of player base. But they do have some active users, as we found. World of Jumpstart, as it's now called, an MMO designed to help children learn reading, writing, math, and science. Definitely something that probably used to be awesome, but now not so much. If you didn't play this growing up, that's fine. You didn't really miss much from what I found. I'd hope you did get to play the original Jumpstart games, as those were amazing. I really want to do more content like this, as I find interesting things on stream in the future. Thanks for watching if you made it this far. I hope you all enjoyed it, and let me know if you want to see more. A link to Coolman's video on Jumpstart First Grade Fundamentals will be in the description. Caitlin with a C's video on Herotopia, along with a link to the Twitch. See you soon.